Okay. There is one thing that I'm going to be doing in 2025 to improve my growth mindset. That's right. Strengthen my growth mindset and help me to see and have success in the year of 2025. What is that one thing? What is that one thing? You want to know, right? Hey everyone. Well, first, let me say thank you for joining me. My name is Monica J Sutton. If this is your first time here, welcome. I am a YouTuber, a content creator. I have a popular children's show called Circle Time with Miss Monica, and I'm also an entrepreneur and businesswoman. And I am here to share my journey, share my life, and all my entrepreneurial adventures with all of you. So let's get ready for some real talk. Welcome. And make sure you subscribe. Okay. Now that we have all of that out of the way, honestly, this year or the end of 2024 taught me so much. The entire year of 2024 taught me so much. But one of the number one things that I learned was the importance of competing with myself. And that is the one thing that you can do this year that will help to strengthen your growth mindset and help you to have success and see success. I started doing this in 2024 and really looking at the benefits of just competing with myself and just trying to outdo what I did previously. So whether it was outdo something I did the previous year or outdo something I did just the previous month, just having that thought process, that mindset, that really helped me to see my growth. And it really helped me to acknowledge it and celebrate it, and then be able to set new goals and go even higher and double and triple and quadruple down on some of the things and some of the goals that I had for myself. Because you've probably already experienced success and have grown and achieved many things, but sometimes we don't always see it and we don't always take time to acknowledge all that we've done, because we may see it as micro or small or not big enough or whatever. But enough with that, because we are going to change our perspective and we are going to start competing with ourselves in this year. Now, of course, as a content creator, as an entrepreneur, there are always going to be challenges. There are ups and there are downs. That's life in general. But yes, as a content creator, as an entrepreneur, I definitely see a lot of downs, but also a lot of ups. And so I think that's why it's so important to really take the time to acknowledge when you do have some wins. No matter how small, you need to acknowledge when you do have some wins. And so competing against yourself can really help with that. But let's talk about some of the benefits of competing with yourself. What are some of the benefits? Of course, it improves your growth mindset because it allows you to see growth over time. It allows you to see how you can improve whatever goals or improve on things that you're doing in your content creation, in your businesses. It allows you to see the improvements that you've made. It allows you to see the goals that you've accomplished. It allows you to see your growth. And so growth mindset, it really benefits your growth mindset. It can motivate you. Competing with yourself can be a motivation. It can self-motivate. You can self-motivate. You can be motivated to do more. It can motivate you to reach bigger goals, or to actually write down bigger goals and actually reach them, right? And outdo yourself. So definitely help in that way. What else? I'm always writing down some notes for you guys. And this is a big one. It can really help with your happiness. It can help with your mental well-being. I'm going to put happiness and mental well-being together, but it can really help with happiness, with your mental, because it can help you celebrate some of those wins, whether it's big or small. Just being able to compete with yourself and your goals, it really can help with your happiness, and that can ultimately help with your mental state. And that is so important. That is so important. Those three things alone are extremely important. And those are just a few of the benefits. And I'm sure you can think of and come up with even more benefits of competing with yourself. So what are three things that you can do to start the process of competing with yourself and working towards certain goals in this year of 2025. I'm doing it. Are you down? Are you down? Are you down? And this does not only apply to entrepreneurs or content creators. This applies to everyone across the board. You can use this mindset or this way of thinking in your personal life. Of course, you can use it in business. Of course, just across the board, you can use this way of thinking. And so, are you down to really compete with yourself in this year of 2025? Let me know. Let me hear it. Put it in the comments. Make sure you let me know. Are you down? Are you taking this journey with me? I'm going on this journey. Okay. All right. I'll share some of my goals probably down in the description box. Some of the goals that I'm working on, but let's just think about these 3 things while you're deciding what your goals are. Now, remember, you can have more than one goal. There can be more than one area that you're working on, and that leads me to number 1. The first thing you need to do is decide on what you're focusing on. So if it is business or personal or both, what areas of that part of your life are you focusing on? Where are the areas that you're going to really pinpoint some goals? So that is one thing you have to really focus on. That's number 1. So for me, my music, and as an artist, growing as an artist, right? That was one of my goals. I wanted to get more streams. I wanted to reach more people. And so this year, I'm going to continue focusing on music, but I think I want to get a little more detailed with my goal. And so I want to be more specific with my goal. So I need some time to think about it, but I am going to share in the description what I decide. But I'm thinking about putting an actual number to the amount of streams I would like to get, and maybe even the amount of countries I'm in. Ooh. So that's what I'm thinking about when it comes to music. But that's just one area. For me, music, my YouTube channel for my children's channel, number 2, my YouTube channel, this channel. So this is more of my personal YouTube channel, but also my children's YouTube channel. I'm going to put down very, very specific goals for both channels because growing as a YouTuber, actually I have 3 channels. Hold on. Let's back up. Let's back up. I actually have 3 YouTube channels now. Wow. Oh my goodness. So I have 3 YouTube channels. I actually have an artist channel, an official artist YouTube channel. Hey. I'm excited. Can you tell? All right, so I have 3 channels. So I'm writing goals for 3 of my YouTube channels. Look, I love being a YouTuber. Okay, hello, YouTube. Definitely a part of the YouTube family, but now going strong with 3 channels. My music channel is a little older than this channel. This channel is brand spanking new. The one that you're watching this on, brand spanking new. But I'm going to focus on goals for these 3 channels. I'm going to focus on goals for my music career as an artist. And then also my preschool, I have a virtual preschool, so I'm focusing and putting some goals in that area. I mean, all across the board, my products, there's so many areas that I'm going to focus on, but I still have to write them down and know what those areas are and then write very specific goals for those areas. So that's number 1. What are you focusing on? What goals do you want to write? What areas of your life are you going to really pinpoint? And I'm also doing a couple of personal things too. Health, number 1 for me. Health. Before any of this, my health. I really have to go strong and go hard in that area. And I have a lot of goals, but then I'm going to really get them structured. But I have some goals in that area. And I really want to be super serious about that. So that's just examples, but that's number 1. What are you focusing on? What areas of your life? What do you want to pinpoint? And then, of course, number 2, once you figure out the areas that you're focusing on and that you're going to pinpoint, then you can write goals. Be specific as you can when it comes to the goals and the goals that you're going to be really working towards. And some of the goals you may accomplish as the year goes on, which is great. You're going to continue growing and accomplishing things as the year goes on. But the key is, at the end of the year, to look back at where you started and just be in awe of yourself. Just be like, wow. I mean, you really get to really just take it all in and celebrate yourself. And it is really great to see what happens in a year's time. I mean, really. And then number 3, the third thing you're going to do is you're going to track, kind of like what I was just saying, but you're going to track your goals over the course of the year. And of course, at the end, the bonus is, at the end of the year is looking back at where you started and where you are when it comes to those goals. But over the course of the year, you're going to be tracking as you go. You can do it every quarter, you can do it every month, you can do it every week, you can track however you please, whatever works for you. That is how you can track. But let me show you an example. I have to just share some examples for you because I was so excited about some of the goals that I had and that I reached, and that I actually outdid myself. I actually outdid what I thought I was going to do in 2024. So I was really proud of myself. So for example, if you're wondering, okay, what does it mean to compete against yourself? What exactly are you talking about? Okay, sorry, I have to get comfy. Excuse me. This is one of my favorite hoodies. It is so comfortable, but sometimes it keeps like riding into my neck. But for example, I always check my artist rap, right? So, or my what do we call it? I don't even know what we call it. Hold on, I gotta check it out. Okay, so yes. So I always I'm just looking at it on my phone really quickly, but I always look at my Spotify rap at the end of the year. But this year specifically, I did something a little different because usually I just look at it and I'm like, oh, that's so great, yay, woo, woo. But this is really the second year that I kind of went full force as an artist. 2023 was the first year I did, and then 2024, I want to say I went even harder as an artist. And so when I looked at my rap for 2024, I was excited. I was so proud of myself because I outdid my numbers from 2023. And so me just focusing on what I did in 2023 and then looking at my numbers for 2024, that right there allowed me to see the growth that I had over the course of the year, rather than me looking at my artist rap and then checking out someone else's rap and just saying, oh my goodness, they have millions of streams and I don't have that many, and blase, and so on and so forth, because we can sometimes go down those rabbit holes and it doesn't serve us. It does not serve us to compare and contrast someone else's accomplishments or someone else's numbers. It really doesn't serve us, because it maybe, unless it motivates you, because sometimes it can motivate you, but it doesn't serve us if we're looking at it and saying, oh, they're better than me, or oh, I'm not as good, or I'm just, if we're looking at it as a negative comparison, then it absolutely doesn't serve us. And yeah, I've had to learn that the hard way. I really have. But I was able to look at my artist rap and then look at one year, 2024, and how I crushed my goals this year. So I'm going to share it on the screen so you can see, but let's just look at my streaming numbers, okay? So in 2023, I had, 155.3K streams for my music. Yes, if you're looking for some children's music, definitely check out Monica Sutton. Okay. And then in 2024, my streams went up to, get ready, drum roll please. I mean, you can see it, 390K streams. I more than doubled my streams from last year. Huge accomplishment for me. I'm excited, okay? Look. Huge accomplishment. The fact that I am even an artist, an official artist, and I have music and I have albums, plural, and more to come, it is just still mind-blowing. But looking at these numbers and having goals over the course of the year and working hard towards those goals, and at the end coming out and seeing what I've accomplished, I mean, it just makes it so worth it. It makes it so worth it. And of course, it is always rewarding knowing that children are listening to my songs and they're learning while they sing with my songs. So of course, it's rewarding in that way as well. But that's an example of competing with myself. And if you look at the other numbers, like, okay, my listeners, this blew my mind. Last year, we're already in 2025 when I'm filming this, but in 2023, I had reached 127 countries through Spotify with my music. And in 2024, I reached up to 146 countries with my music. That is huge, okay? I mean, I went from being a classroom teacher, not having any music that was published as an artist, I wasn't even an artist, to reaching children across the globe in 146 countries with my music. Who wouldn't celebrate that? I am celebrating that. I am extremely proud of myself for that. And that is an example of how I'm competing with myself. And I'm going to continue competing with myself throughout this year of 2025. I mean, those are huge numbers for me. Now, if I were to take those numbers, if I were to take my 390K and look at someone else, a peer of mine, and just say, oh, they make children's music too, but they got 2 million streams, 2 million streams, or they reached 150 countries. Well, then I just diminish the growth that I've had. I just take away from the growth that I had over the year and the fact that I crushed my goal, because I didn't even have a very specific goal. I said I want to do better. I want to get higher streams, and I want to be in more countries and reach more people. That was my goal. It was simple, but this year I'm going to be more detailed. But that was my goal for the year, and I doubled, more than doubled my numbers from one year to the next. So in streams. And that's huge. And that's only on Spotify. So we're not talking about the other music platforms. We're not talking about Apple or Amazon or Tidal or any of the other music platforms. That's just one platform. That's just one. So, I mean, again, an example of competing with myself. And I do this across the board. I do it across the board. But in this year of 2025, what are we doing? We are competing with ourselves. Yes, we are. We are competing with ourselves in the year of 2025. Okay? All right. I'm really excited about this. It really, truly, I can't even explain it and put it into words how much this mindset has helped me. Just having this mindset of, nope, you're competing with yourself. You are competing with yourself. What are you focused on? What are you working towards? What goals are you crushing? And what have you done at the end of the year? What did you crush? What did you double, quadruple? What is it? What are you celebrating? How are you winning out here? Okay? Because believe me, there's enough challenges. There are enough downtimes for everyone. So how are we winning? What are we celebrating? What are we crushing in 2025? Okay? It has helped me. It is going to continue to help me, and I'm really going to double down on this in 2025, competing with myself. And that is that. And that is that on that. That is that on that. Oh my goodness, this is a sweatshirt. I love it, but geez, I have to keep on pulling it forward. That is that on that. Yeah. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comment section if this conversation, if this talk, these few tips, if it was helpful. And of course, I want to know what you are working on this year. How are you going to be competing with yourself? What is it that you're focused on? Put it down in the comment section. I'd love to check it out. I'd love to chat with you there in the comments. And before you go, if you enjoyed this conversation and you want to talk more, there will be more conversations like this. There will be more of me out and about. There's going to be more. So why not just go ahead and subscribe? Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I do post. And I'll be back to chat with you again. But make sure you also like this. Click thumbs up, so the algorithm knows to show it to more people and we can grow our community. I thank you for taking time to listen and chat with me and be a part of this conversation. And I hope to chat with you again soon. Make sure you hit those comments. Let's go. Bye, everyone. Chat with you later. Bye. We're competing with ourselves. Yeah.